I don't know if I'd want to know everything that people are thinking. I don't think he knows everything that people are thinking anyway. But I don't. For me, it's a lot of information that maybe most people wouldn't want to have in their life. The one thing that I suppose what it doesn't, you can't tell. You can tell if people are people's. If people are saying something to him, and then but what's happening in their physically in their faces and in their bodies is differing from from the words that they're saying. Or if he turns the sound down, he can just tell you what seems to be their emotional sort of state at any given moment, which is kind of where we're at. But for me, I mean, I try not to learn as much as possible. I try to just look at what's in the script and forget it as soon as I've kind of dealt with it. Really, only if there's homework issues, to do with the kids or any of that, that kind of stuff. And whenever you're watching politicians on TV, it's it's fun to play around with that. Yeah, I like that aspect of the show in that they bring up the people, when we're talking about a particular aspect of body language, they bring that up and it reflects in reality. I always like it when they bring up Dick Cheney, because he lives up to all expectations.
I know what you were saying before about girls my age.
Good.
And considering, I guess you do a pretty good job of restraining yourself.
From what?
From calling me a liar when you know I'm up to something.
She's a terrific actor. Hayley plays my daughter. She's really quite remarkable. I don't think she realises quite how good she is, which is always a pretty good aspect of an actor, But so my kids really like her. My kids like seeing if she can get by my character, and they enjoy watching her playing around with me and stuff. So yeah, hopefully there'll be a lot more interesting stuff for her to do. Jennifer came on board quite late in the season, so for the next season, if they want us to come back, I mean, we'll all get together and start to plot kind of an interesting arc for her. And I loved working with her. She's terrific to work with. I've worked with her before, so I've known her for quite some time, so it was good. And there's a certain humour in the air, and there's a good rapport between the two of us. So I was thrilled when she was cast.
I just wanted to say thank you. Hell of a job.
Something that they did for episode 11 and 12, where we found that we were needing somebody that could open doors for us. So we didn't constantly have to do scenes about that. So it was somebody that could. It was a character that we would create a relationship with that would serve that purpose too. And so they found Mackay. I mean, Mackay came in. He's great. And so we threw him in at the deep end in episode 11. Which was very, very complicated, and actually, for me, one of my favourite episodes, which brought Mackay in. That was the first time we used him, and about setting up a relationship between Lightman and the FBI by way of him, and so we're polishing it up in this final episode. But hopefully, he'll be a fixture when we come back. I hope so. No, so yeah, it's a thing where the bombs are going off in DC, and we have to try and shut that down, and then also it's a bit about how we interact as a group, and the kinds of things that the kind of lies I tell my own people, which sometimes I do.